international break is upon us, but EPL did not fail to deliver. He had upsets, he had easy wins, and a defiant Ole makes his claim that he will stay at the wheel. Mark, it will be very hard for the board to sack Ole with that defiant win at Everton. You know, whenever he's in trouble, his squad delivers for him. Surprising win.
Yeah, I mean, I think the club can still do the right thing at this point in time. He got 3 points. We needed it.
Big 3 points.
Against a good team. I think Everton never show up. And honestly, I think Bruno Fernandes, what a player. What a player. Standout player. Scored 2 goals, and assisted Cavani. We've been waiting on it, and Cavani, I think he has the same amount of goals as Pepe in the league now. So we've been waiting on it. So, it was a game that you're happy to win. I have a few issues though. One, it's 4-2-3-1, right? Which obviously, Ole is very comfortable playing. I was thinking about it, looking at some of the bigger teams in the league. Chelsea, Man City, Liverpool. They really play with one sitting midfielder, one CDM. The Chelsea would use N'Golo and they have Kovacic up and down, right?
Or Jorginho.
Or Jorginho. Man City will just have Rodri. Manchester United is having 2 CDMs protecting the back line. So that takes a lot away from you, attacking wise. So what they end up having to do now is play counter-attacking football. So I think a lot of that comes down to coaching and positional sense of players, and we see where we lose out. So I think we need to improve there. I don't think Ole is a man who is going to carry us as far as we need to go. The 4-2-3-1 won't work against a lot of the smaller teams, right? To try and counter them. It will probably work against the bigger teams where we can sit back and counter-attack. So we need a manager who can, get the players, get the best players on the field. I mean, we saw Van der Beek still not getting a lot of game, but when he plays, neat and tidy all around, still not playing. Paul Pogba, off the field, I mean, he divides the fans, but still a talent. And, the question is, can Ole get the best out of him? If not, that's fine. But Van der Beek, I don't have an excuse for that, right? So I'm still not totally I'm still not confident in Ole. It's a good 3 points. However, we're on the international break, right? We're here again. I hope the club does the right thing.
So what I say, right? Ole came out and Ole made some valid points, right? He said in playing too many matches and there's too much for the players to do, and I think the fan base is being unfair with Ole, right?
So what I'll say to you, Kevin, before you go any further, right? Last season, Ole made a statement and said, well, that's what happens when you qualify for the Champions League. You have to play 3 games a week, so the players have to understand. So now I see Ole come with tears in his eyes yesterday, right?
No, but all right.
And I think, sorry to cut it.
Yeah, his point was that the league knows that they had to travel to Turkey on Thursday.
Yeah.
And then early Saturday match.
Wednesday.
Wednesday. My apologies. My sincere apologies.
He came back on Thursday.
He came back on Thursday, right?
Yeah.
So it was a late match in Turkey, and you have to travel, and you have an early Saturday match where he said it's an international break. You can make adjustments and put it to a Sunday
game, which I agree with.
And it's something that other coaches actually have a problem with in terms of EPL.
Yeah.
Because in Serie A and La Liga, they make adjustments for the teams that compete in Europe.
But to be fair, though,
surprising.
No, totally agree with that.
I agree with that. I agree with that point.
But to be fair, Man U play most of the match in Turkey in one half, right? So
come on, realistic.
It's a traveling.
It's a traveling. It's a Saturday early match too.
It's a Saturday early match. And
First match on Saturday.
Look at Liverpool and City, who played Sunday, right? They played on Tuesday. And they play Sunday. So the Premier League just trying to have a featured match on a Sunday evening, as opposed to looking out for the best interest of the players, which I can agree with that point. So definitely they should have made some adjustments for us to play.
But that will happen because we've seen it happen because I think Mourinho, in all this time in the league, he was always complaining about. I was in before COVID.
Wenger was complaining
about as well. So it's always going to be a thing, right? So and to Kevin's point, even though and to Lane's point actually, you know, and Ole got it right initially. He says you're a big club. You're playing the Champions League. You're gonna have a fixture this year. Yeah, that's why you're supposed to have a bigger squad. But in this particular instance, I was very surprised because you have the last late Champions League match and the first Premier League match on Saturday. I think that was a little bit tough on any squad, to be fair. And you're traveling, so it's not a home match.
Yeah.
And then you also, because there's an international break coming up, you have the ability to even adjust the fixture to ensure there's no implication to the squad.
Yeah.
Or not to the squad, to the remaining fixtures.
Yeah.
Now is the best time. So this week would have been the perfect time for them to make an adjustment, and they have the authority to do it. You can take everything on a case-by-case basis because we're in COVID now. It's a different time. So football is different. So it's unprecedented, the conditions that football is being played under, so you can make unprecedented decisions.
Yeah.
That's true. He was livid because Luke Shaw, who was on form, actually had to leave the pitch injury, and he played midweek, and he has been playing a lot of minutes for Man United. And so he's saying that these scheduling problems that both UCL and EPL has put a lot of strain on his squad.
Yeah.
But you look at Man United, they're pretty large squad, so you'd expect him to handle such.
Numbers on the line.
Numbers don't mean quality.
Different from quality.
Yeah,
Because
drop on the line, they must have played
the
the
truth
better
is,
players.
you know, when you have, this man, but it's true.
It's true.
We have Luke Shaw, and the alternative would have been Brandon Williams before. Now, you actually have Telles, so that's not as big as a problem. However, you know, you have Rashford, Marcus Rashford, MBE. I think he went off injured actually. And the alternative there, maybe Dan James. Now, that is catastrophic, right? So, he's looking at those things now as a man that is trying to save his job. And you're not going to have your best players, and the fixtures are not doing anything to help you.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna cry about it. And the truth is, you know, I was harsh when I just hear him say, because I was like, you're just panicking because, you know, we're going to sack you, which is right. But, you know, you listen to even Klopp do it. Pep was complaining today.
Yeah.
Klopp do it all the time.
Mourinho from a long time.
Wenger.
At the start
And then the other issue you have,
Sir Alex.
you have a more rigorous international break coming up because you're playing more matches than you normally play in the same international window. Yeah. So you have players that they probably lose to injury going into the international break, and they don't know how international break is going to impact the squad after.
Yeah.
Because, you know, every international break somebody gets injured, right? So it will be sad for them now if you go in the international break and come back with another injury as well.
Yeah.
So it's rough, and I can agree with him for that point. I don't think the EPL is doing a lot to help the players in these unprecedented times.
Yeah.
Or the clubs, I should say.
Yeah. But overall for the game, I mean, I'm happy with the result. I think the last goal flattered us, definitely. I think overall gameplay wasn't great, but we had a star performer. And, you know, I was watching the match and I was saying, this is probably how Arsenal fans felt last season when they had a horrible season, but Aubameyang was there just banging in goals and playing so well. Because the team is not doing well, but you have one glimmer, one little dot, tearing through the darkness to say, well, you know, at least you have somebody who can perform, you know, consistently, you know, at a high level. We have Manchester United has 12 goals in the Premier League, and Bruno has 8 goal contributions. I think he scored about 5 and has directly 8 direct contributions.
Goals and assists,
5 goals, 3 assists, right? And the others, I can count where I know 2 of them were indirect. So he would have created chances.
Like the pass before the assist.
Exactly. So you have to ask yourself now, why are we so dependent on one player when we have so many quality players,
especially in the midfield
available? And the truth is the manager not using them. So
properly.
I'm not finding a system for all of them to, a right ecosystem for all of them to perform. So that's where I'm critical of the manager, and that's where the club now needs to step up as a big club. We've seen where even a Man City would have had Pellegrini and they would have sacked him and bring in Pep because they want better, right? So even though he would have won this match, we're still very inconsistent and we need better. So we need to get a much better manager, right, to carry the club forward.
Yeah. I agree.
One criticism that I'll have of Ole is the horrendous home form at the start of the season.
Yeah.
4 games and you were lucky to get a point. So
Yeah.
it actually could have been 4 games, 4 losses.
Yeah.
And we see where he's getting the points on the road because I guess he doesn't have to set up his team to play like a Man United, but they can play counter-attacking football
Yeah.
at away.
Yeah.
But when you look at home, away, empty stadiums, you don't have any pressure of fans. So what you should do as a coach is set up your team where you get the points. Is Ole still caught up where he believes that he should set the tone at home and is actually detrimental to the squad based on the makeup?
Well, all right. So the first match was against Crystal Palace, and if we look at everything, the squad really wasn't fit, right? The players came back. I think Pogba just had COVID, and he started that match, which a manager decision. He got it wrong, but the squad wasn't fit, and you could see Bruno wasn't fit, and it was just an overall poor performance against Crystal Palace, who had more games in their legs, and they looked the fitter, more match sharp side. The second home game was against Tottenham, right? We got an early red card. I think we were on the front foot, and I think defensively we made some bad decisions. And, tactically you got it wrong again. And you can probably see the trend here. I think against Chelsea Lampard was a little more cautious in terms of defending and not being caught out. I think we got some good opportunities, and not for the keeper. That was kind of a very boring game, but not for the keeper. We would have probably scraped that game. And the Arsenal, no excuse, was a poor game, right? From the players. I think the issue overall from all of those games is, barring the first game, is really the tactics of the manager, as he rightly alluded to. And it's not necessarily holding back or sitting deep, but it's spotting danger, telling the players how to spot danger, and being on the sideline. Now, interestingly enough, against Everton, right, he was on the sideline for the entire 90 minutes.
Job on the line.
The job on the line. And
he's on the line.
it's almost synonymous with human behavior a lot of times, where people don't perform until they reach that desperation stage. So I think Ole prefers pressure, sadly. But what he really needs to do, and I think that's what he's trying to do by now telling the players that the Premier League is against them, so they need to rally and they have this pressure to keep winning, and don't let the Premier League be happy. Ensure that you keep winning your matches and etc. So, but he needs to actually be more tactically aware of breaking down a well set defensive side, right? Because that's where we're losing out right now.